Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbroo. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
35-yard line.
Throwing his dart. And this is incomplete.
Intended for Calvin Austin. Incomplete.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To the air, Dart. And he's going to go down. Sack back at the 13-yard line. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. They'll try to throw for it with Dart. This is caught. Touchdown. Malik Neighbors, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Scatterbroo. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They run. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt taking it right down Broadway. He's got a full head of steam. Touchdown, Washington. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, 99 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Jake Moody now for the point after. The kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 7, Giants 0. Jake Moody to kick off for Washington.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now Dart. They'll set up the screen to Scatteroo. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Looking to throw, Dart. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Here's Lane. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
43-yard line.
Daniels going to give to Krosky-Merritt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Right back to Krosky-Merritt on 1st down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now Daniels. His throw incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run for it with Krosky-Merritt. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd and 10. Tyrone Tracy with his first carry. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now it's 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. Play action, now it's Daniels. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Daniels. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Deep to return is Calvin Austin. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. First down, here's Scatterby. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play's supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
On the run is Tracy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down and 13. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Here's 2nd and 10. Diggs, the motion man left. Daniels looking to throw. Setting up the screen, Krosky Merritt. Dances by him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
For a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down. Here's Krosky Merritt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Daniels. Over the middle, he has a Cockrell. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. Oh, he's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
3rd and goal.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 7. Throwing now is Daniels. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hey, score!
To the air goes Daniels. That one out wide and intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Play fake, and here's Dart. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, New York.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw now, Dart. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Sonny Styles. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defenses. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue that full control of this one?
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
On first down, it's Krosky-Merritt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll run once more with JCM. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. To throw is Daniels. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Now Austin. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Here's Dart. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Dart. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A good kick, 49 yards. Just 3 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Again, it's Krosky-Merritt. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Daniels. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On the return, Austin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. Dart going to look to throw here. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors from 10 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
His kick is good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try and grab that lead back. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The slot man in motion right. Back to Krosky-Merritt on first down. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
A first carry for Rachaad White.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Pistol, pistol, pistol.
Back to throw. Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Lane. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Austin. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he is going to lose yardage here. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
At the 13-yard line.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To throw, Dart. He'll dump this off to Scatterbury. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Now 2nd and 4.
32-yard line.
Second.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And this will be a Giants first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Oh, and that is incomplete. Was unable to complete it there. Just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. Here's Lane. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Here comes 2nd down. And now they'll shift things around. 2nd and 13. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get some of that yardage back. Still doesn't have a 1st down, but he does get out of bounds to stop the clock.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And the Giants are going to get it back here just past the 35. This is 1st and 10. Throwing his dart. And that's going to be incomplete.
And you certainly have to applaud the effort here. They're not settling for overtime. They're trying to get in position to win it with a late field goal. That takes some guts. But this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Flushed out right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he takes it back to the house. All zeros on the clock. What an ending to this. What a defensive touchdown.
And that's how you play defense, folks.
For the winning side, Charles, all that was missing was a shutout. Just giving up the 7 points, that's it. But really an incredible game from this defense. A very well-earned victory as a result.
Definitely one of the best single games for defense that you and I have seen in a long time, Brandon, because all we